Welcome to a world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is a revolving door. Welcome to the Geek Matrix. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geek Matrix DC Comics Review Show, episode number, don't tell me. I'm reading Josh's mind. 6? No, 2. Wow. 209.
209. He got it right.
Oh,
yeah. Holy
I don't know. See, I read the 6, but it was upside down. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I am Rob, as always, every week. I never change. Deal with it.
Oh,
joining me, as always, is Josh.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Brandon.
Hello, everyone.
And special guest, longtime friend of the show, and wonderful friend to us, Mr. Glenn.
Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are.
That's very Truman Show of you. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so we are here to talk about DC comic.
Just DC comic.
Just one. That's because there was like 3 books came out this week, and only one of them's on our list.
Yep, that's about it.
In honor of that, there's a reason we have Glenn here with us this week. Not only is he a longtime friend of the show and a longtime fan of us, but he is also a Superman fiend. He is a Superman genius. He's a Superman fan, quite possibly the biggest Superman fan.
If you ask him, Brainiac. There you go.
Kennedy Johnson.
I mean, how many super fans get to say that they've actually been in a comic book?
Right? I'm still jealous about that.
Dude, anybody who ever hears that will be jealous about it. Even if they don't come across that way. Inside their heart, they're going to be like, dang.
Most men have to settle for getting a letter printed, but
yeah, this man not only has a direct line to Philip Kennedy Johnson himself, but is such a close friend of Philip Kennedy Johnson's that PKJ even put him in one of the issues of Action Comics from the past couple of years.
Super duper.
Think you were a construction worker?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
A former thief.
Right. And was that pre or post the War of Worlds saga? I think that was pre.
Post. No,
post.
That was the last issue.
He just came back.
Yep. So I made an appearance in 1057, and then he wrote me and my son back into the annual for 2023.
Right. Yeah. So,
which sadly was his last work on the book.
Very unfortunate. Hopefully, not going forward. Like, hopefully, we get him back on the book eventually. But at the time, it was his last issue, unfortunately. But if that's not enough of a credit to this man's Superman expertise, I don't know what is. We're going to test that knowledge later on in the show with a DC Superfan quiz, where we have 3 topics, each pertaining to 3 of our knowledge bases. Glenn with Superman, myself with Green Lantern, and Brandon with Titans. And we'll be hosted by Quizmaster Josh. It's our own version of, if you know the game show from Australia called Hard Quiz, it's our own version of Hard Quiz. And I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. Josh's been working hard all week on these questions. I think it's 20 questions per category? Or 10 questions?
What I did was I broke down a specific category for each one of you. I have the Super Family for Glenn. I have the Titans family for Brandon. I do have the Lanterns for Rob. And then I also have a general DC category. There are 10 questions for each. In each question is worth 5 points if you get the answer correct. And in each category, randomly, one question will be worth 10 points. They've been pre-designated.
Hmm.
What
Okay,
que-
so it's
category.
Jeopardy rules. I like this. Do we have to answer in the form of a question?
You do not.
Okay, thank God, because I will forget.
You do not have to do that in any way, shape, or form. Just buzz in to be the fastest when the question gets read. Whoever answered last correctly gets to choose the next category. You can choose across anything. It is much like Jeopardy. I didn't have time to learn the whole new game. Plus, I tried to make it through the scoreboard. I had to skip through it. You'll see it.
And Josh,
Yeah,
Yo.
you're kind of muffled.
yeah, your microphone like got really muffled.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
I mean, you're better now, but it was just for like 20 seconds or so.
All right.
I don't know if that came like we heard it muffled. I don't know how it came across in the podcast, but
If you heard it muffled, everybody else did too. But
Fair
regardless, anyway,
Yeah.
why don't we go ahead and get through these reviews real quick? And
yeah. Actually, before we do that, Brandon, by any chance, because we didn't talk about this before, we really should have. Do you have the news queued up?
I
'Cause
don't
it's-
have anything.
I mean,
Listen-
it's been a week, but SDCC was last week.
oh yeah, that's
well,
quite a lot.
So
yeah,
there's a lot of news come out of there. But I think at this point, it's been almost a full week. Everybody that's listening should pretty much already know all the stuff that came out of it. But
yeah, most of the stuff that kind of was major we already talked about. I
Yeah.
can't think of anything else save for maybe some more details about creators involved with the Absolute DC stuff. But
Confirmations are more like
yeah,
yeah,
I
basically,
think Absolute Flash and
Um,
Absolute Green Lantern got confirmed with creative teams.
yeah.
But I think it was after we did the show last week that we got during
Oh,
DC
that's
panel,
right. That's right.
they
Oh my god.
announced Rom V, is it, doing
Yeah,
New
Rom
God.
V. Wow, I totally forgot about that. Thanks for the save. Yeah, Rom V and Evan Cagle doing the New Gods book, which is
that's
not-
going to be
not just a match made in heaven for anyone who's read Dawn Runner over at Dark Horse, but just feels like the perfect opportunity to completely reimagine the Jack Kirby mythos. So
y'all.
that's
I've
like
got
that's a book made for me.
3 words for you: epic space opera. That
Hell
is
yeah.
what he is going to write.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, couldn't have chosen a better collaborator. And Evan Cagle has been like
Absolutely not.
blowing people's minds with the covers on Detective Comics. But no, the one I guess we didn't mention that recently came out, which is another book also right at my alley. I didn't really know how to cue this up, so I guess I'll just say it. But they're relaunching the JSA title. So after Jeff
Yes.
Johns' run comes to an end with issue 12, I believe, there will be a new #1 starting in the fall with none other than Jeff Lemire and Diego Olortegui helming the book,
Yes.
which is like way out of left field. And I
Awesome.
kind of already talked about it on Discord because it seemed like Jeff was kind of on the outs with DC, so this was quite the surprising announcement for a return. But the most exciting aspect for me was definitely the lineup, because it very prominently featured characters from Infinity Inc., which is a book very dear to me. So I hope it's great. But Jeff Lemire already has me sold, so I just can't wait to see what we've got in store.
Yeah, it's going to be, I hope, freaking amazing. But I'm just trying to scroll back through AIPT's Twitter account to see if there was. I feel like there was one more book announcement we didn't talk about, but there was.
Yeah. I mean, except for the Absolute Green Lantern, I can't think of anything, but
That might have been it. Oh, here we go. No, that's Marvel.
Marvel.
Okay. Yeah, I think that might have been it. Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, did we talk about? Did we talk about Justice League Unlimited?
That's the one. I
Is that the
just
one?
saw the
Okay.
title too. Yeah, Justice League
Yeah.
Unlimited is
I'll
popping
let
in.
you do that one then.
Oh shit! I just saw the title. Hang on, I gotta find the creative team because I don't remember who's doing the creative team.
Mark Waid and Dan Mora.
Right. Thank you. So Mark Waid and Dan Mora doing Justice League Unlimited in November, I believe, which is, believe it or not, a return to the Justice League. But it's not the Justice League you know and love, and there's a lot of new members on the Justice League. Some really old ones, some new ones, some you expect. You have a typical Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. You have John Stewart, Green Lantern, complete in his new threads. You have Wally West Flash, also in new threads, which you will see in the pages of the Flash unfold. But joining the scene as well is old member Black Lightning, older member Captain Atom. We have the regular Atom, which I believe this is not
Kinda
Ryan
looks
Choi.
like- Oh, I was gonna say it looked like Ryan Choi's
Do you
suit.
think it's Ryan Choi? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was
I
really
have
small.
to look at the image
That's
again.
not a pun. It was actually really small, so I couldn't tell. But it
Yeah.
kind of looked like Ray Palmer to me, but I'll have to take another look. Martian Manhunter is there. And Zatanna. That's who it was. There's Zatanna and Star Sapphire.
And, yeah, the big
Carol
surprise.
Ferris. Yeah, that was very surprising.
Mhm.
Because Carol Ferris has never been on a Justice League team. There's never been a Star Sapphire on a Justice League team apart from Universe 11.
And at least in recent years, has kind of been a more of like a reluctant hero. Would you say that's an accurate description? Like,
Yeah.
most
That's
times
pretty
when
much
she
always
suits up
been
as
Carol.
as Star Sapphire, it's either to pull Hal's ass out of the fire or, to try and deal with whatever's going on Zamaron.
I believe I also read that, just like the cartoon, that this is the first arc crew and that the second arc will feature different members.
I did
Oh,
hear
very
that as
cool.
well. Yeah.
That's actually refreshing to hear.
Yeah.
It lets more stories happen without having to discontinue the book or find a reason to start it back up.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it fresh. So characters like Star Sapphire, Zatanna, maybe Captain Atom, maybe even Black Lightning will be temporary. I could see that. Black Lightning and Captain Atom, maybe Zatanna could be longtime players.
Man, yeah, Captain Atom could 100%. Oh, I shouldn't say this with Glenn on the podcast, but in an alternative Justice League, Captain Atom could take Superman's place. Not quite in character, but in power set.
Maybe Firestorm's place.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Firestorm or
like he could take
of
Superman's
one.
place if it didn't mean like, oh, I tripped on a twig. Now my suit's gonna blow up.
yeah,
He's so unstable.
like I don't know, like Green Arrow or something. I mean, I love Ollie on the Justice League. That feels sacrilegious to say, but it could probably
Captain
function
Atom
just
could
as
take
well.
Green Arrow's place.
I'll say it.
Captain Atom wishes.
Shit.
That's right.
Y'all
I said
are
it.
crazy.
Fight me. All right. Well,
Love
that's
every other
his
Charlton
level.
character but Captain Atom. That's what cracks me up.
That Blue Beetle, Silk Spectre.
The
Silk Spectre.
question, I mean, yeah, Silk Spectre.
Yeah.
Wait, am I thinking of something different? No, Silk Spectre is from Watchmen.
Yeah. No, sorry. I'm thinking of Phantom Lady, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
Yes. Oh my god.
Well, we're off to a great start for this trivia.
I'll tell you what, we'll
I know there's
get to
an
the
analog
trivia
for
here in a
Silk
little
Spectre.
bit.
If I saw what she looked like, I would know it off the
I
top
could
of my
have sworn
head,
it was
but-
Phantom. No, Phantom Lady.
No,
couldn't have
Phantom
been.
Lady's from the Freedom Fighters.
Yeah,
although
she's not
her
Charleston.
Origins predate that.
But who the fuck is the Charleston character that was the analog that Silk Spectre was the analog for?
It's like
I know the answer to that,
it's
but
like I
Is
want to
that
say it's
in the
like
quiz? 'Cause
velvet
we're gonna
something.
fail.
It's not, I don't know.
I really hope that's not a question on the quiz.
Yeah,
It might be now.
That would be unfortunate.
Josh is frantically typing up a new question and inserting it in.
I'm
as
not
10
typing
points.
up a new question. No.
Oh,
you're at-
Nightshade. Oh, I'm such a dumbass.
Is it
I should have known
Nightshade?
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
from Shadow
Loosely,
Pact.
but yes.
Interesting.
But
I don't think
all
I
right, are
realized
you guys ready to go ahead and move on? We don't have very many books to get through. I've got 2 honorable mentions, and I've taken a review for myself. So that'll be it. Top 3 should be pretty darn easy. First up, Red Hood the Hill #6. I have enjoyed this series a lot, and this issue was a really good way to end it. It's an interesting ending. It closes things up, but it could really go places if it was ever picked up again. If you missed this, I think you missed out. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Next up in
But
honorable
if you were
mentions,
hoping to see Red Hood in this series, don't bother. Real talk.
it's a good story though. It's a really good story.
It's a great
I
story
think
that
so
was
anyway.
horribly mistitled. Should have just called it The Hill. I don't know why they called it Red Hood the Hill. He's practically a side character in the story, but
I mean, it's like Batman and the Outsiders.
that's not. I mean, I don't know. This is a little bit
Batman's like
different
just
when
not in it,
you're-
but
yeah, banking on. Anyway, that's a whole other conversation.
and next up is Super Pet Special by Identity Crisis #1. 5 little enjoyable stories from big star creatives like Dan Waters, Mike Norton, Sam Basri, Rex Locus, Michael W. Conrad, and a whole bunch more. It's a book about the Super Pets like Dexstar, Ace Crypto, Chip the Green Lantern, and my big cell Jaro. And it's way better than it should be. I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to, but here we are. And that got a 7.5 out of 10 from me. And then finally, the actual issue for this week. The only issue for this week is Absolute Power Task Force 7 #3. Written by Jeremy Adams, art from Marco Santucci, with colors from Eric Prianto, with Dave Sharp lettering, and a cover by Pete Woods. And man, I could get used to seeing Pete Woods on a regular basis. The issue kicks off with an Amazo holding Alan Scott up by the neck, siphoning his powers. Something strange happens and the robot freezes, and we see that it goes through 3 protocols. First, death, in which it stops moving, and then life, where it starts moving, and finally power, where it turned green, and that's when it's commanded to go home. But there seems to be some kind of an error going on because it was almost kind of given a choice to listen or not. It soon lands, and it seems as though the AI in the system is running into some compatibility issue with the Ring's Starheart. After getting berated for going back to home base by Amanda Waller without capturing everyone, the Amazo goes off again, still having some conflict between its programming and the Ring, though the Ring seems to win out. The Amazo was looking for the Tower of Fate and heads to the Oblivion Bar to find it, and it does so in a rather explosive way, starting off with shooting first. Stargirl, Alan Scott, Salem, the Witch Girl, and the rest of the team arrive at the Tower of Fate. Not a minute passes and the Amazo shows up. Instead of eliminating or capturing the JSA as ordered, it decides to ask some questions first. First of which is to Alan, asking why does he save people? Alan tries to appeal to the Amazo, but ends up having to trade himself for the rest of the JSA, and offer the Amazo takes because it decides that it wants to learn from him. While all of that is going on, Steve Trevor has broken out and is dressed as a guard, getting as much info as he can on what Waller is doing with heroes and villains. And that is the issue. First, I'm glad to see that there seems to be some point to Steve being captured. I was completely lost as to why that happened. Now it makes sense and I'm cool with it. I'm also cool with whatever is going on with this Amazo as well, and we've seen some other issues with some of the other ones too, because the sentience of the Starheart is messing with the program, and there's no telling where that could lead. A more powerful Amazo, or maybe a good one. This issue worked for me like super well. It set up things going forward really nicely. Santucci and Prianto took a good story and made it a damn pretty one. And that cover, like I said before, I could get used to seeing Pete Woods. I really liked this one this week, and I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
I can heavily agree with that, but I'm giving it an 8. Just because it didn't resonate too well with me, but I still thought it was good. I can definitely imagine it. This is written by Jeremy Adams, so the whole thing with the Starheart, that's going to play a major factor going forward in Green Lantern. This is Jeremy Adams setting up more stones to pick later on down the line in his own run, and I don't think what happened here is really going to have anything to do with absolute power going forward. Apart from maybe this Green Lantern Amazo will just make an appearance and maybe betray the rest, but I could see this being more just laying the groundwork for whatever's going on with the Starheart in Green Lantern proper. It was great to see Ted Grant there because I don't think we've seen him in the main Justice Society book, so that was cool to see. The stuff with Steve Trevor, it's still kind of fucking dumb, but we'll see where it goes. It's he gets called in seemingly against his will, and okay, fine, I'll play along because I don't have a choice. And haha, I double crossed you, and then haha, I wanted you to do that all along. This is what I wanted. Haha. It's just, what the fuck is going on? Just it's just like twist after twist after twist. It's like watching M. Night Shyamalan on crack.
Don't do crack, kids.
No. Especially if you're
PSA.
Shyamalan. Don't Shyamalan on crack, kids. It's not a good idea. Art was quite good. I still love seeing Alan Scott with a beard. That is fucking awesome. I really like the idea.
He's not married to Molly anymore. Where's my rim shot?
It's your joke. I love it.
It's not a good joke, but I thought it was clever.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the idea that the Starheart is so powerful of will that it can override computer programming. Like, I thought that was a nice touch. There were like small bits here and there that I didn't like, kind of just irked me, but I could easily let those go because the bulk of the story seems quite interesting, and the stuff it's laying groundwork for is quite good. So definitely an 8 out of 10.
That whole Starheart interfering with the programming thing has got me really interested.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, no, I don't have too much to add. I also gave this one an 8 out of 10. I did think the concept was really interesting, seeing how the Starheart affected the Amazo's technology. Sorry. Yeah, no, I thought it was
Your mic's cut out, dude.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's better.
Yeah, can hear you now.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, interesting seeing how the Starheart affected the Amazo technology, and kind of like was wrestling with this: do I follow my directives or do I follow what this strange other entity is telling me to do? So that for me was the real interesting stuff. But I don't know, the rest of it kind of felt like this would have worked better if it was maybe 2 or 3 issues, because they kind of just get to the Tower of Fate and then it's over, and then Alan's like, okay, well, if you let them go, I'll go with you, and then they leave, and that's the end of the issue. So it felt like it would have been more interesting if there was more there, maybe get to see them go into the Tower of Fate and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's fine for what it is, and ultimately it's only the one issue, so there's only so much you can do.
I mean, going into the Tower of Fate, especially with the fact that Stitch let the magical menagerie loose.
Exactly. I want to see that.
Jiminy
Where was that part
I
of the
need
story?
your help
I don't know,
catching the
but-
griffins.
I'm just gonna be honest, man. I'm so happy to see Stitch in a book.
Yeah,
Best
Yeah.
thing to come out of Titans Academy.
definitely.
One of the best things to come out of Titans Academy for sure.
One of very few. But I would totally love to see Stitch and God, I'm off. I'm gonna do terrible on this quiz. Salem. Love to see Stitch in
Yes.
Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more
Trying
to
to clean
go
up the
here
tower.
because Salem is still, as far as I remember, she's not really good.
I mean, she's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not.
technically anti-hero. She's not good, but she's not bad either.
Yeah,
She's just
no.
like,
Like, there was
I'm
some
here to be
epic
an
I wouldn't
apprentice for
say-
Dr.
there.
Fate, and that's it, and y'all are bitches. Why am I
Yeah,
here?
yeah. No, it's more that I wouldn't say she's an anti-hero. Really, it's more like she just has very low tolerance for the rest of the JSA. Like
Yeah.
like Rob said, I was Dr. Fate's sidekick. I don't care about the rest of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I could have swore I remembered something about her not really being his sidekick, but maybe I'm inventing.
I mean,
Well,
I think
Dr.
that was
yeah.
part of her origin.
Yeah,
Where
'cause
she
Kent
was-
was like, "You're not really my sidekick," and she was like, "Yes, I am, and also
Yeah.
you're gonna help me with my curse."
Yeah, like I think she was in empowered by the Lords of Chaos, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. I think it has something to do with order and chaos.
Yeah,
It always does.
something about her connections
like,
to
Something
Limbo
like
Town.
yeah,
Can't
it's
remember exactly.
similar to Clarion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, fair enough.
yeah.
yeah. No,
You
that's
guys
all I
got
got.
your-
8 out of
You
10.
guys got your top threes ready?
I got a top 2.
Got a top 1, I guess.
Yeah. I'm the only one that read them all, obviously. I give Red Hood the Hill number 1, Absolute Power Task Force 7, number 3 to second place, and then third place is going to be the Super Pet Special. I do have a favorite moment. It is in the Red Hill, and or the Red Hood the Hill. The Red
No,
Hill.
you were right because it's just a Hill book.
Red Hill, the Hood.
During
Red
the
Hill,
last
the Hood. That's a better title. 'cause
during
it's
the
in
last
hood.
pages, Batman just about gets
There
his
you go.
balls handed to him in a box, and that's not something you see every day. And I was pretty impressed with that. That was something else. Also, just worth mentioning, my least favorite moment of the week is Tony Akins drew Batman with his eyes showing in costume in just one panel on the very end.
Was this at
and-
Red Hood?
Yes, and I absolutely hate it with every fiber of my being.
It's awkward.
It's hella awkward, man. It
I
is
gotta
not
take a
cool.
look at that.
The very last page. It
Also,
just
this series. I'm sorry. I don't want to rant, but like I had some issues. But this series especially felt like a ripoff because we were promised that Sanford Green was going to be doing the art for most of these issues, and he was there for like 2. And I called it. I was like, "There's no way." I think even he realized that this was kind of a mid-tier story, and maybe he didn't want to do it. But I'm sure there were other reasons involved too. It's probably like, well, I could spend the rest of my time drawing this, or I could do the Doom special with Jonathan Hickman. I think I know which one I'm going to choose. You know?
So Red Hood at number 1 from Josh. It's surprising for a mediocre book,
Well, our
But-
opinions usually differ, but
but that was. I feel like that was a little mean. I have not read it. I haven't read it since issue 2. I fell off hard, so I can't really rate that book. But the fact that you said that Batman is drawn with his eyes on the cowl, I need to check that out because
Yeah.
I like a little bit of artistic torture.
It's just the one panel, but trust me, it's more than enough torture. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and close the window because I'm tired of it looking at me.
For me though, just default if we're doing top 3, I'll put Red Hood at number 3 because I haven't read it. Number 2 will be Absolute Power Task Force 7, number 2, and number 1 is going to be what the hell's it called? The
Super Pets.
Super Pets. Bite Week
I
special.
knew that was gonna be your number.
yeah,
Yes.
I think I know
'cause-
why.
It was adorable.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, the Dexter story enticed me, especially written by Dan Waters. It was touching, but it wasn't my favorite story of the bunch. Quite honestly, that opening story with the full Super Pets team. I didn't think it was going to be that like exciting, but it
was a good
captured
story.
me. It captured me so quickly, and that has like all of my favorite moments. Anytime Haley is just like off in her own world. She gets like she's like licking the menagerie master's face and like being a cute puppy, and it's like, oh, maybe she just likes people. But I think my favorite part, I'll say finally, my absolute favorite point is right at the end of that story when she's met up with Dick and Babs again, and her little trip is over, and she's got an earpiece in her ear from, oh my god, Ace. That's Ace, right? Yeah, the other one's Titus. So Ace the Bat Hound. And she just shakes her head, and the earpiece goes flying, and Ace is left in the window. That was classic Haley. She's not on the team anymore. Okay. That was a good one-off adventure. That was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I don't have 3 books to fill a top 3, so
I think it's
I
safe
guess-
to say which one is yours.
yeah, I guess my number 1 in this case would be Task Force 7, number 3.
Ultimate Spider-Man number 7.
You know what? Yeah. Actually, I was going to do is I was going to say Task Force 3 for number 1, and for my second and third pick, I'll do the Justice League of America number 1 facsimile edition, and the Justice League of America number 1 facsimile edition foil variant.
But what about the blank
And,
cover?
and you know the funny thing is, like, I would never buy a facsimile because I'm like, I would either just try and track down the original issue or get it in a trade or something. But I actually bought it because there was such a shortage of books this week, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's very corny. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
like this first issue. It was fun seeing a campy Despero.
I like this first issue. I wonder if the series is going to pick up.
Yeah, I hope they do something with this whole Justice League idea. I think it could be really cool.
They could do something with that.
Yeah,
I see a future in that line. Now, honestly, the facsimile editions are kind of fun sometimes because you get to see all like the classic ads and whatnot. I bought only a couple myself because honestly, a lot of them are issues that I get what you're saying. I'd love to buy like the original issues, but some of them are just impossible. If you can even
I just want to
find them,
dream,
they're
man.
expensive as hell.
Dream that one day I could hold in my hand, All American Comics number
16
3 or 6,
16.
16.
You're talking about Alan Scott, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever that issue with Ra's al Ghul is. Like I said, I'm off my game today, so my recollection of the exact numbers is not as fine as
that
the numbers.
Batman 438.
Is that the one?
I
feel like it's earlier than that. It's like in the 200s.
Off. Is it
Yeah.
200s?
I feel like it's like 230 something. Maybe 237.
Why does Batman number 438 stick out at me?
Well, I think that might be the first appearance of Tim Drake, because that's during the Year 3 storyline.
Yeah. That might be it.
Or no, I think it's not 237. It might be 220 something. 227 maybe.
So you're not as
It is
off your game.
237. I don't know. If I saw the cover, it would be so much easier.
You
But
know what the cover looks like. Just picture it in your
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah,
They're in a
something
desert.
like
Ray's just holding a sword over Bruce. He has no shirt on for some reason.
that. Well, that's not the
Towel.
cover I'm thinking of, but I think that is one of them.
Yeah. I always thought that was funny that he takes his shirt and cape off but leaves the mask on. Like, I'm fighting to the death, but I need to stay as Batman.
Look, it doesn't matter whether or not I lose my shirt.
protect my identity.
I still need Ra's to know that I'm Batman.
I'm in the middle of the desert. There's 2 people here that already know who I am, and I'm dying of heat. But I'm fucking Batman, Daniel.
Exactly.
Damn it. Well, that is all for the books. Shall we do a little quiz?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
You
That's
think
what
so?
we're all here for.
All right. Has everybody got their buzzer app or buzzer page open? And go ahead and tap buzz for me to make sure that you can.
Buzz.
Buzzed.
Excellent. All
I've
right.
never
Well,
played
then,
this game. Buzzed? Are you kidding me?
Oh damn.
The
Josh,
QR code
if
is
you're talking, we can't hear you.
yeah.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say you
Also,
removed yourself.
the QR code is blocking the Titans text, so it just says "ns" right now. I don't
it
know if
just
that's just
says
me.
"ns." That's not what we
NS, my favorite team.
Lantern Lights. It just says Titans, I imagine. Titans, Lantern Lights, Superfam Assemble, and General DC. Oh, go Titans.
Go Titans.
Okay.
Go Titans.
Go Team Titan.
Although a real comic fan would know that their catchphrase was "Titans together." So,
Oh,
Well, I can tell you that Superman never said Superfam Assemble either.
as Brandon pushes up his glasses.
pushes up glasses. I don't get to do that enough. Gotta do it when I can. Actually,
You don't get to do that enough.
it's only with you guys. It's never in everything.
You should definitely do next time you go to a comic shop. Just do that to somebody.
Oh.
Like overhear a conversation. Go, excuse me. Push up glasses.
I
I
don't-
think you mean.
I really want to at some point in my life, but I also I don't want to be that guy who eventually becomes someone's story of the horrible time I went to a comic store.
Okay, but if you're gonna
Someone
do
was
it though,
gatekeeping me.
you have to double down and get someone to shine a light
That's
on your
true.
glasses, so it's just a glare. You know what I'm talking about.
What's the expression? You either die a hero, you live long enough to become the villain. At some
Yep,
point, I'll have
that's
to become
it.
the villain.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
have to become
either
the comic villain.
you're either die a nerd or live long enough to see yourself become a comic book guy.
Oh God, yeah.
From The Simpsons.
All right, well, let's go ahead and kick this off. And we have officially started the Geek Comic Quiz.
All right.
How
Hands on
should
buzzers.
we determine who goes first?
Well, I was thinking, Josh pick a number, and the three of us.
All right,
See
that
who's
sounds good.
closest.
Whoever gets the number closest between 1 and 10. And I've got it. What are we
Okay.
going to go with?
I will go with 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3. I'll go with 5.
Okay.
Wow. 4.
Oh.
All right, it was 3.
Oh,
So, that was fucked up that 2 of you wanted to choose that. All right,
We have
Rob,
a
so you
mental
can,
connection.
you get to
I've been
go
telling
ahead.
you guys, this universe is ruled by 3. It's the way it goes. And what
It's
was the
true.
book we covered today? Task Force 7, number 3. There's 3 of us
All
playing the
right.
game.
In that case, 4 if you count me. In that case, Rob, it is your turn to go ahead and go first. Choose the category and number of question that's going to kick this round off.
Okay.
Players, be ready to buzz in the moment I say go.
All right. I'm going to start
By
off.
saying go, what I actually meant was don't buzz in until the question has been fully asked.
Gotcha.
Okay?
All right.
All right. And then go to your heart's content.
So I am going to start off.
Anyone can choose any category. Dude.
With I'll say like a palette starter. Let's go with General DC number 1.
General DC number 1. That question is this excuse me. This adopted former Teen Titan, last seen incredibly dead, was once in a relationship with Supergirl. And it was not a good one, as he turned out to be obsessed and abusive. Who was this character? Anybody can answer.
You said it was.
No buzzes.
You said it was a Teen Titan.
It is a former Teen Titan that dated Supergirl. That's one of the reasons why this is in the general DC
Right.
quiz, because it's from two of you.
Ooh, man.
Interesting.
Even I'm kind of stumped.
I've got nothing.
I can only think of one person that's dated Supergirl, and he wasn't a Teen Titan. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? And he was abusive?
Indeed, he was very obsessive. Very obsessive. Is that an official pass from the Peanut Gallery?
I'm just gonna throw a guess out there. I buzzed in.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm wrong, but I just want to throw it out there because it's all that's on my mind. I don't think he was a Teen Titan at all, because I know he was a Legionnaire. Mon-El.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Unfortunately, that is not correct. The correct answer is Power Boy. Made his first appearance in Teen Titans number 38 back in 2006, and also appeared in various Supergirl issues during
Oh,
that
God.
time.
I don't even remember that character.
I know who that character is, but I also remember why I don't remember
who
him
that
or care
character-
about him. He got killed in like that terrible Titans East special, and it was like
The same special that killed like a bunch of Titans nobody cared about.
basically, yeah.
All right, then Rob, I suppose nobody got that, so why don't you go ahead and pick the next question?
Okay. I'll go Lantern Lights number for 1.
Lantern Lights number 1. All right, this one is actually worth 10 points.
Ooh.
Everybody got their buzzers ready?
Yep.
There have been a few notable times where a lantern has worn more than one ring, including Simon Baz when, after the quick killings of 3 other lanterns, all rings went to him. Those 3 were members of the first 7 Green Lanterns. Name at least 5 of the first 7 Green Lanterns.
You're so
Really?
stupid.
Oh my god.
God. So
That
you
one's
wanna
worth 10 points for you.
name 5 of the 7 members.
Name 5 of the 7 members, or
Holy
as close to 5 as we can achieve here, just to see what.
I haven't heard you laugh that hard in a while.
Because I know exactly what story arc this is. I know exactly what book this is. I know exactly what characters they are. I can tell you half the species, but I couldn't tell you a single fucking name. And I know this because nobody read that fucking book.
You guys have started off with some of the really hardest ones.
Yeah, really. I thought one would be easier.
Me too.
Nope, there's no grade. It's all surprise. All right.
Jesus.
I tried to make it a little tougher on you guys because
You
last time
fucking
I made a
definitely
quiz,
Tough.
you guys made it look like elementary work. So
I mean, there's got to be a middle ground. Give us the intermediate
There
level.
is.
It's impossibly hard.
there is. I promise. All right. So again,
I know there was a Thanagarian. I think there was a Tamaranian. There was a few new species.
what was the first appearance of the first 7 Green Lanterns?
The first appearance. You want the issue number?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so this was Red Rage. There was Phantom Ring. This was near the end, I think. I want to say issue 26.
Oh, so close. Green Lanterns, number 18.
18?
Came out
Oh, it was that early.
2017.
Damn.
The names were Tyranar, Aletha, Brill, Colleen, Janal, Kajadox, Zakran, Zoran.
That's right. There was a.
Wasn't there an arc where they like Jess and Baz go back in time and meet?
That's
like,
what the
90s?
arc is. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly that arc.
I
Yeah,
thought that was later. I thought that was after.
I thought that was
the,
later too. Yeah.
That's weird.
The
huh?
first no, I made sure that I went and found out when this shit happened, because that happened last time too. I'm like, I don't know, I just fucking looked at it
I'm
from
like, am I
Wikipedia.
crazy?
So
'Cause I thought that was
all right, again, that is no dice. Rob, we're not going for 3 strikes in a row. We're going to go for another number again. You guys, all of you pick a number 1 through 10, and I have my number picked out in my head now.
Okay.
Go. Rob, what's your number?
8.
Glenn
4.
and Brandon.
6.
Well, it was 3 again. So this time, Glenn.
Boy.
I
This
thought
time,
for sure you'd go different.
nope. All right, Glenn. So you go ahead and pick your category and question number now.
General DC 4.
General DC, question number 4. Oh wait, that was Lanterns number 1, right? All right. Oh, we lost Brandon.
Oh,
Oh no. Rob,
That's not
could you
good.
reach out to him real quick?
yep. Oh, he's backstage.
Oh, he's backstage. All right. What the hell happened? What'd you do, Brandon?
Sorry, my computer was like glitching out, so I had to refresh the page.
Fair enough.
Happens to the best of us. All right. Anyway, let us continue. What was your question again, Glenn?
General DC 4.
General DC 4. All right. General DC 4. Everyone's favorite ADHD riddled speedster is Bart Allen, grandson of Barry Allen and bearer of monikers such as Flash, Kid Flash, and Impulse. However, Bart Allen is not the only grandchild of Barry Allen to inherit speedster powers, having been introduced twice in the last 30 years, with their powers unlocked both times by stress and tragedy. Who is this other speedster? I will take their hero name or their actual name.
Oh, Brandon buzzed.
And Rob got in. All right, Brandon, what is your answer?
I'm gonna say XS.
It is
I
excess.
was gonna say the exact same thing.
I don't remember her secret identity, to be honest, but
Jenny Ognats. Hope
that's
it's not
exactly what I
Hugnuts.
don't remember.
It's really, really weird name.
What?
No offense to anybody with the last name Ognats. But all right, that one is done. Brandon, go ahead and pick your question.
Oh boy. I'll take Go Titans for 2.
Go Titans for 2.
Am I nervous?
Go Titans.
Hey, Josh,
Number
Josh,
2.
Josh, you got to reset the buzzer.
Oh, whoops. Thanks. Didn't look first. Go Titans question number 2. This sometimes Titan member had a child that was killed by the Spectre. Who is it?
Oh my god. Okay, well there's only
Sometimes typing. Are you asking for the child or the parent?
I will accept either for this answer.
Killed by
there's
the
only like 3 Titans I know of that had children,
Yeah.
but oh, okay. Well,
I'm just gonna throw one out.
the word sometimes is
Yeah.
is messing with me, but I'm gonna give it a guess here.
All right, Rob, you buzzed in first, so why don't you go ahead and give us your answer?
Just gonna throw it out there because it's what I can think of. Donna Troy.
No, that is incorrect. Brandon, you have buzzed in next. What is your answer?
I'm gonna say Garth.
Garth, as in.
As in Tempest, formerly
Gotcha.
Aqualad.
That's right.
Oh, are you
His
serious?
child Serdian was killed by the Spectre in Infinite Crisis number 3 back in
When the fuck did that
2006.
happen?
Oh shit!
I mean, I knew his child was killed because he came back during Blackest Night. It was horrible, but I don't remember that happening in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
Infinite Crisis number 3 in
Probably
2006.
just happened so
I
fast.
just got Infinite Crisis 2 weeks ago and I haven't read it. I should have fucking read it.
Oh. I've read that like 3 times and I did not remember that. But a lot of people died in that series, so the first issue is like a smorgasbord of death. It's horrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next question, shall we? Brandon, will you pick it?
Oh boy. Yeah, we got to reset first.
Oh, again, reset buzzer.
Uh,
Move that there.
Let's go General DC for 3.
General DC for 3. Boop. Actually making its first appearance in a Batman title, this very rare form of kryptonite will permanently bestow Kryptonian-like powers to any normal person, and has also been used to boost the power of Kenan Kong. What kind of kryptonite is this?
I have an idea, but Glenn, this is all you, buddy.
I've got no fucking clue. I would just guess a random color.
You can go ahead and buzz in because I don't know.
All right.
All right, I'll buzz because I think I know it.
Well, that's generally why you would buzz.
Yeah.
Rob, go ahead.
Rainbow?
No, that is incorrect. Brandon,
Okay.
you also have buzzed in.
Bugged in. I don't know. Gold.
That is incorrect as well. It is actually platinum kryptonite as applied to Gotham Girl, what saved her life. It appeared in Batman Secret Files number 1 in 2018.
Of course, I don't remember that. I do remember that story, but I also,
It was Tom King.
yeah, Mikhail Honey, and it was like 3 pages, and it wasn't good.
Imagine that.
I only remember that issue because Ron V did his first DC story in there. It's the only reason you buy that.
All right. Brandon, will you go ahead and choose our next question, please?
Go Titans 3.
Go Titans number 3. That question is, Scott Lobdell is a longtime comic book writer, and among many other things, is responsible for writing Alpha Flight number 106. In 2011, he began to write Teen Titans number 1, which featured many new characters. One of these new characters had something in common with the events of Alpha Flight number 106. Something new at the time for the Titans. Which character is it, and or what was the common element?
Ooh.
What?
Rob got in
No.
faster.
Oh.
No. I hate that run, but I also know this answer.
Kick myself if I'm wrong. So I'm going to say, and I don't know the issue number of Alpha Flight exactly. I know he says 147, but I'm just assuming it's this. So it's Bunker, and it's the fact that he and North Star, if I remember his name correct, was gay.
Both came out as gay in those
Both came out
issues.
as gay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry,
Rob
Brandon.
got that.
I'm
was
fine.
3.
I know you
Maybe
didn't
it's
want to
better I
answer a
didn't-
question about Scott Lobdell.
Yeah, it's like maybe it's better I didn't answer the question. Like, thinking about that run brings me pain.
As soon as I heard Josh say Scott Lobdell, I looked at your face. You're just like, oh.
Oh, that was glorious. Okay. All right, Rob. It is now your turn to pick a question.
Okay. Let's give this category some love. Let's go Super Fam Assembled number 9.
Super Fam Assembled number 9. This one is worth 10 points.
Oh my god. Okay, so nobody's getting this.
Not necessarily.
So the last 10-point question was impossible.
In 1933, 5 years prior to the release of Action Comics number 1, Superman creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster wrote a short story about a man that gains superpowers through an experiment and uses them for evil. Though the fans did not embrace that character, they did live on in future Superman stories. Who was this character? This question
I know, right?
may be a little bit tricky.
I mean,
If I
I'm just gonna throw out a guess.
All right, Brandon, what is your guess?
I know the short story you're talking about. I have no idea which character that was, but I don't know. Fuck it. I'll just say Brainiac.
No, that is incorrect. Rob, Glenn, do you have another? Oh, Glenn, go ahead.
going based off of what the character looked like, I believe it could be Lex Luthor.
That is also incorrect. I'm sorry. Rob, do you have a guess?
I have like 2 guesses, but I'll flip a coin on and pick the latter.
Do you have your phone in your hand?
For the buzzard.
Oh, right. Never mind.
You told us to use our phones. I'm gonna say Ulysses.
Also
I think that
incorrect.
was strictly a Bendis creation.
Jack Sir.
The answer is actually Superman. They originally designed him 5 years before Action Comics number 1 as a villain in that short story and absolutely failed to gain anyone's interest. So that's what led them to retooling the character and it being picked up from national publications.
Josh,
Yes.
I hate you.
I love you guys too.
You and your
Wonderful.
tricky questions.
We've got plenty of questions, so there will be scores.
I think we were all on the same page and we thought it was a villain.
Yeah.
Still.
Yep. It was Superman. All right.
That's actually
Who picked that last one? Was that you, Rob?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Go ahead and pick one more.
Reset
Okay.
buzzer.
Oh yeah, reset the buzzer.
Oh.
Let's go Lantern Lights number 3.
Lantern Lights number. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Lantern Lights number 3. The numbers of lanterns throughout all of the Corps and lantern types is vast, made up of all kinds of beings. One in particular stands out because they do not use light as a lantern. Who is this lantern and how do they use their ring?
Damn you, Brandon!
Yeah.
Damn you!
This is payback. I believe it is Rot Lop Fan.
It is Rotlop Fan. 5
Okay,
points.
but do you
for
know
Brandon.
what he's called? He's not
Yes,
called
the
Green
F-Bell Lantern.
Shit.
Look, I read the Green Lantern same as you,
Yes.
and also other appearances.
Yeah.
For 0 bonus points.
Cool.
Why does his ring have to use sound?
Ooh. Yeah. Do you know this?
Oh, doesn't it like is it like a Daredevil thing where it helps give him a kind of sense of what the environment looks like? It's like the echolocation type thing. That's
Nope.
probably very wrong.
To a degree.
It's because he's a silicon-based alien. His species has no concept of color.
Oh, fuck that. I don't care about
It's
that.
it's not. I could be wrong, but it's not even just that. It's the sector he came from is practically devoid of light, and his
Yeah.
species is blind.
Yes, he is blind.
Well, I
Yeah.
knew that, but I didn't understand I didn't really understand what you were trying to ask about it. I thought you were asking like how his mind functions or something.
Could be like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish I could set
Thought
that.
it was something like that. I don't know.
All right. That was number 3. Take that off the board. And next, go ahead and pick one more time, Rob.
Oh, Brandon.
Or Brandon, excuse me.
No,
Go ahead.
let Rob pick. Let's give Superfam Assemble some more love and go with Superfam Assemble 4. Hopefully it's not
Superman.
impossible.
All right. Reset all of the buzzers. When did Kryptonite make its comic debut?
Oh, Jesus. Are you looking for a year or issue number?
Either or.
Okay.
There's actually 2 correct answers for that. So
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I don't know the year, but I think I know the context. Wait, let me not speak before everyone else buzzes.
Oh, you did buzz. Shit.
all right. What do you think it is?
Okay,
Brandon.
I could be totally off base, but I remember hearing somewhere that like the first appearance of Kryptonite was in one of those Superman radio shows or serials or something like that. So
That's
I don't
correct.
know the year. I want to say like maybe 1950, 1951, something like that. I don't know the year. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I was actually asking for its comic debut.
Oh, well, I don't know.
So our next buzz in was Rob. Rob,
Well,
what
the
is
fact that you
your
said 2 possible answers makes
That's
me
what I was
think
thinking.
that there's a comic debut where it's named and a comic debut where it's on a panel. So I'm gonna say, in kind of a tricky way, it was in the panel when he crash landed in Action Comics #1 in Kansas, but it wasn't specifically named Kryptonite until years later. So I'm gonna say Action #1.
Nope.
Okay.
Glenn, did you have an idea of when this might have occurred?
So, again, first Kryptonite was used in the radio show.
Yes.
So I'm going to guess at the year, and I'm going to go 1943.
Oh, really, really close. Its debut actually occurred twice in the way that I'm saying it. Superman #61 is Kryptonite's first appearance in a comic, but it is not the green Kryptonite that we know. The green Kryptonite that we know was actually originally red. Later on, we saw in Action Comics #161 it appear in the comic books as green Kryptonite. I see Glenn smiling
Oh.
like, damn it, I would have took anything close to one of those, but I feel like 6 years away was a bit. What do you guys think?
I wouldn't know the
What
comic origin.
What? Okay.
Yeah. No, you're good.
All right, Brandon. What is your next selection?
Oh boy. Let's do Go Titans 5.
Go Titans 5.
Hey, reset the buzz.
I will.
Okay.
Go Titans 5 is the Titans have fought against the Justice League more than once. It was this sometimes Titans villain that had used magic to manipulate others and used the Titans in their mission that was the cause of this very first skirmish. What character caused this fight?
Fuck. Oops.
And Brandon buzzed in too early, resetting all buzzers now. Go.
I mean, that's just a quick rebuzz for Brandon.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I know the issue, know the exact context of the story, but if I fuck up the character that did this, I'm walking out. But I believe it was Raven.
It was Raven. New Teen Titans number 3, 1981.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Good
Well played.
job on that one. That was number 5. And I need a Vanna White to take care of my numbers, guys. All right, Brandon, you got that one right. Go ahead and select our next question.
Well, I'm feeling impish, so I'm going to steal another one from Lantern Lights and see if I can make Rob furious. So let's go Lantern Lights 6.
I will get my red ring, damn it.
Lantern Lights 6. Everyone knows that the Guardians of Oa see themselves as Team America Universe Police. Prior to starting that career path, their race tried to bring order to the universe in a different way by trying
better
to get
reset the
rid of
buzzer.
something.
Oh, yeah, reset the buzzer. There we go.
Reread the question.
Yeah, you might have to
Reread
restart
it?
that question.
All right. Everybody knows that the Guardians of Oa see themselves as the universe police. Prior to starting that career path, their race tried to bring order to the universe in a different way by trying to eliminate something. What did they try to get rid of, and how did they do it?
Oh, God. I know like half this question.
All right, Rob, you buzzed in
Okay.
first.
Okay,
What is your
they-
guess?
They tried to eliminate emotion, but it's the how that I'm fuzzy on.
Oh, the first part you're fuzzing on to. Does anybody else have it?
Nope.
I swear to God, if this
Nope.
has anything to do with what I think it is.
They tried to remove all magic from the universe in order to have more control, and they did it with Alan Scott's Starheart.
Okay, I need to ask: is this part of the Alan Scott retcon in the '80s or whatever decade it was, or is this part of the Jeffrey Thornton run? Because it was part of the Jeffrey Thornton run. I want this question struck from the quiz.
Isn't this recent?
No,
Isn't that from...
they tried to remove all magic from the universe with Alan Scott's Starheart in Green Lantern Corps Quarterly number 7, 1994.
yeah.
Shit, I have that issue and I haven't read it yet.
I guess you should have done your homework.
I should have read that issue.
That's where the Starheart got all its mojo.
Damn.
All right, buzzer is reset, and has that been 2 that have flubbed?
Yes.
No, I think only.
Oh
one.
wait,
Just
no, I
one?
guess one. Yeah.
That's just
All right.
part.
Then Brandon, choose one more time, please.
Okay. Go Titan 7.
Go Titans 7. This former Titans member, oops. This former Titans member was beaten to death by the calculator. Who is it?
What?
Oh my god, I
wow.
kind of remember this. Former Titans.
That's like
did not buzz in.
I know when that would
Oh,
have taken
Glenn.
place.
Glenn has
I
buzzed in.
Oh.
I did not buzz in. My finger hit it.
Oh. You want to take a guess?
It's like go for it.
Yeah, better take a stab in the dark.
Yeah.
Milton Stapler.
Oh my God. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. Glenn's was an accident. Brandon or Rob, do either of you have a guess? Former Titans member beaten to death by the calculator.
Oh my god, I can almost picture it. Oh.
It's not
Brandon
it's
buzzed in. What is
probably
it?
wrong. Fucking what's his name? When they adapted the Super Twins into the Teen Titans comic after Infinite Crisis, and what's his face? Marvin died. I don't know. Is that Marvin?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I have no clue.
The answer is Kid Eternity. And it happened in Batgirl number 12 in 2010.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it happened during Infinite Crisis as well.
I was gonna say. Wait, no, this would have been the Stephanie Brown run, but I don't remember that at all because I thought Kid Eternity died at the start of JSA. I know he got brought back in Teen Titans, but I don't know. Maybe I
He
gotta
died in Batgirl.
Yeah.
He's dying eternally.
What issue was that? Well, no, Mordru
12.
like blasted him to smithereens. I'll have to look at that later.
Just write it down. Batgirl number 20. Batgirl number 12, 2010.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I know that run, but anyway, let's get back.
All right. No answers on that one, so we're going to pass that chance over to somebody who hasn't had an opportunity to pick a question yet. Glenn, would you mind? And let's see if we can get a question answered in 2 goes.
General DC 10.
General DC 10. All right. Anyone that has ever called themselves
Hey, reset the buzzer.
anyone that has ever called themselves a comic fan is well aware of the Watchmen. Its 6 main characters, Night Owl, Ozymandias, Silk Spectre, Dr. Manhattan, Rorschach, and the Comedian were all based on characters from what failed comics publisher?
Damn it, Brandon! Oh.
This is really taking me back to my high school quiz bowl days. I believe the answer is Charlton Comics.
That is correct.
This takes me back to 10 minutes ago when we were talking about Charlton Comics.
Yeah. What an odd
And who
coincidence.
Silk Spectre was based on.
Yeah.
Yep. Night Owl was based on Blue Beetle. Ozymandias was based on Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. Silk Spectre was
Dynamite owns
based
the
on
rights to for some reason.
Silk Spectre was based on Nightshade. Dr. Manhattan based on Captain Atom. Rorschach on the Question, and the Comedian was based on Peacemaker. Alrighty, that means Brandon's got the chance to choose the question this time. Why don't you go ahead and do that for us now?
General DC 7.
General DC number 7.
Reset the buzzer.
In 1981, Marv Wolfman was editor on Green Lantern.
Buzzer.
Oh, okay. In 1981, Marv Wolfman was editor on Green Lantern. He received a letter from a fan asking why a specific character didn't recognize Green Lantern when they had worked together 3 years earlier. Wolfman answered this question in a very grand gesture. What did he do?
What the fuck?
No word of a lie. I can't remember the answer, but I was reading about this last fucking month. Oh, shit.
This question inspired Marv Wolfman to do something after receiving that letter in 1981. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
Why not? I knocked politely.
I reset all the buzzers. There you go, Glenn. Glenn,
I'm gonna guess.
go for it.
It was from a different Earth.
And actually, yes, it was from a different Earth. If you're asking for clarification,
No, I'm just saying that the reason why he didn't recognize him was because he came from a different Earth, and it spawned him to do Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That is 100% correct, kind sir. That question from the fan is what inspired Marv Wolfman to do that, to make that pitch and take it to the president, vice president, and all of the editors of DC Comics.
But wasn't it
That's
also
what-
the 50th anniversary that they were celebrating in 1985 when they did Crisis?
They were
It wasn't just that.
they were aiming for that. They actually hired this dude, the librarian. I don't remember what his name is, but he was hired to read every comics in DC history. I mean, everybody knows that stuff. But Wolfman started setting it up with the creation of the Monitor in 1982. And that was DC 7, and that one goes to Glenn. And Glenn, would you mind choosing our next question for us?
Sure, let's go Superman for 10.
That was DC 7, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Superman 410.
You set the buzzer.
I am.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
Just making sure.
No, I appreciate it because I keep forgetting. General Zod was once the leader of the country called Pokolistan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. A former Soviet republic. During this time, another leader wanted help from the West. This led to Lois Lane meeting one Count Romanoff, who turned out to actually be Dracula. Dracula managed, in a scuffle, to bite Superman's neck. What happened after? Rob buzzes in first. What is the answer, Rob?
Dracula burst into flame because the solar energy in Superman's body.
I am going to ask you one question
Yes.
before I tell you whether or not you got it right.
Uh-huh.
How much of that answer was a guess?
I know it happened in something. I just don't remember if it was actually in a comic book or if it was in some other medium.
Was
Oh,
it red?
you're very, very close, and I will give you the points for that. Because his blood is living solar batteries. Dracula's head actually fucking exploded. It went
Okay.
boom. That was beautiful.
Yes.
Super fan number 7. Rob gets 5 points.
Sick.
And the choice of the next question.
All right. Let's do Lantern Lights 10.
Lantern Lights number 10. Post-Crisis and after New 52 and Rebirth, Volthoom was designated as the first Lantern. though because he became power hungry, leading to development of the first Green Lantern Corps. Prior to this, another person from Sector 1234 was the in-canon Green Lantern, appearing in the story Tales of the Power Ring, the first Green Lantern. What was this person's name?
I'd ask you to reset the buzzer, but that's not going to matter.
Okay. What was this person's name? Any guesses?
I'm just surprised there was a Sector 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a little too silly, but
I mean, there'd have to be. There's 3,600
Yeah.
sectors.
I know logically, but I'm like, I don't know, something about that.
There's a Sector 2468.
Yeah, I suppose there'd have
What
to be.
lantern do we appreciate?
So I'm assuming that there's no answer. That answer is Rory Dag. And that's from Green Lantern blah, blah, I can't talk. Green Lantern number 67 from 1969. He is actually listed as the very first Green Lantern in history until Volthoom stole that from him because Volthoom is just a dick.
Can I argue?
Can you argue?
Volthoom was not the first Green Lantern.
Just the first lantern.
It's just the
First
first
lantern.
lantern. It's the
First
first
lantern.
ring,
Excuse me.
first ring wielder. Because as we talked about in the first question, that nobody could fucking answer, there were 7 Green Lanterns that were the first Green Lanterns, and none of them were Volthoom. Volthoom's ring was the Phantom Ring, which incorporated
Yes.
all of the spectrum all at once, and that's what ultimately drove him insane, and also made him immortal.
Okay, well, I apologize for describing Volthoom incorrectly. However, that was
I'm
just
sorry.
an intro to the that was just an intro to the question, man.
If I had glasses, I'd be pushing them up too.
That was very impressive. That was a very impressive. I'm actually really proud of you.
Find some fucking glasses.
We're gonna find some fucking glasses. All right, Rob, it is your choice again.
Okay, let's go Titans for 10.
Titans for 10. This popular member of the Titans quit the team right before one of the most influential stories in DC Comics occurred. Who is it? Brandon
Ooh,
with
well,
the quick buzzer.
I feel
What
like
is the
okay.
What's the answer, sir?
If the story that you're talking about is in fact the Judas contract, which it may not be, then it could be 2 possible answers. So I'm gonna gamble and say it's Wally West.
It is indeed Wally West as Kid Flash. He retired right before the events occurred in the Judas
Yes.
contract.
Dick also technically retired at the same time, but did not officially leave the Titans.
Didn't leave the
Just kinda stayed
Titans,
on.
just retired Robin and became Nightwing.
Yeah, he was just kind of hanging with them until he figured out who he wanted to be.
All right, Brandon. Well, that leaves you with choosing the next question.
Oh man. Let's do General DC 5.
General DC 5. I gotta get faster with this. General DC
Buzzer.
5. General DC 5. This DC Comics character was done no justice by Crisis on Infinite Earths, spawning a plethora of new origin stories, including being a descendant of a wizard of Atlantis. Who are they? Brandon buzzes in first. One.
I believe it's Power Girl.
It is Power Girl. All right.
She's like like descended from some fucking Atlantean wizard. I think they were just running out of ideas at that point. Like,
Trying to
how do we
make sense of
justify having the other Kryptonian?
trying to make sense of her history. I'm glad
Yeah.
they've got it worked out now. I'm digging Paige. Alrighty, what's the next question?
Let's do Super Fam Assemble 5.
That question is originally able to strip away their powers forever. This kryptonite was retconned post-crisis so that its effects were only temporary. What color kryptonite is this?
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, Brandon, what is
Red Kryptonite?
that's incorrect.
Oh, okay, Rob.
Able to strip away their powers forever. Then retconned to only be temporary. Rob, what is your answer?
That's awkward because that's what I was going to say.
Oh, well, that's not right.
I'll go blue.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Glenn, would you like to hazard a guess?
Yeah, I will guess. Pink.
Oh, no, you know better than that. Pink kryptonite was a bad idea. The answer is actually gold. It appeared first in Adventure Comics number 299 in 1962, and it remained having that attribute all the way up until Action Comics Annual number 11 in 2008, where it was retconned into being a temporary effect. Excuse me. Anybody feel like they're on actually level of questions?
Yes.
Sweet.
Very fucking hard.
All right. Let's go with the next question.
Whose turn is it?
Yeah.
Who picked last time?
Oh, okay. Let's do Go Titans 7.
Go Titans number 7. This former Titans member, well, dadgummit, you've already done that one. I apologize.
Oh, oops.
Go ahead.
Go Titans 6. Then.
Go Titans 6. One member of the Titans has undergone more name changes than any other member in mainline continuity. Which Titans member is this? Rob buzzes in first. Rob, what is your answer?
Okay, so here's an awkward thing, because I got two choices.
Well, you got to only make one.
But I'm going to say Roy Harper.
Incorrect.
Shit.
Brandon is the next person to buzz in.
Whoa. Okay, that was going to be my guess. So now I have to think about who the other Titan would be. I'm going to say of the Titans who've gone through multiple name changes. Is it Beast Boy?
It is not Beast Boy. Glenn, would you like to take a stab in the dark as to which Titans member has had their name changed more than anyone else?
First thing that came to mind was Roy Harper too, so I don't know.
That answer is actually Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, Dark Star, Troya. No one has had as many names as her.
That was my other guess.
Yeah. Is that true though?
Is it true?
Is that true?
Who else has had 4 names?
Wonder Girl, Troya, Donna Troy, Dark Star, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she had another one at some point.
No,
Roy
maybe
had
I'm wrong.
Speedy,
She
Red
assumed
Arrow,
the
and
identity
Arsenal.
of Wonder
Yeah,
Woman at
Arsenal.
one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. That's fair.
If only I'd remembered Darkstar, I would have been like, you Donna Troy right away. But I had them both at 3.
I just completely forgot about Darkstar. That's why I was like, maybe it's Beast Boy. I knew Troya and Wonder Girl.
Troya and Wonder Girl. You don't like Troya very much, though.
That's a terrible name. Costumes.
Yeah.
Worse.
All right. Let's go to get. That was 2 missed questions in a row. Let's roll on up, back up to the top. Rob, let's give you the choice of a question.
Hey,
Okay.
can we get a score check? I'm just curious. We don't have to.
You want to know
We
how
can
much
wait
you're
if
the lead time?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just wait.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Rob, go ahead and make your selection now.
Okay. Let's do General DC number 2.
General DC question number 2. In Superman Prime 1 million, Injustice, Superman Last Son of Earth, Blackest Night, and Brightest Day, we get to see Clark Kent wearing different lantern rings. During the New 52, he wore both a Green Lantern ring in Action Comics 837 and a yellow ring in Sinestro number 18. Even his cousin Kara has been a Red Lantern in Red Daughter of Krypton. And we have Sodom Ya as a Daxamite. There is one other character with Kryptonian physiology that has been a Green Lantern. What is their name?
Oh my god.
I feel like this whole thing has been a whole bunch of tip of the tongue kind of questions.
Yeah, like I know it, but my god,
Like
I
you
can't
got
think of
like
it.
grab your broom and sweep the attic out real
Yeah.
quick.
Some of them are definitely just like deep cuts, like ones that
Yeah.
wouldn't think of immediately.
Oh.
I guess last time it was way super easy, so I tried to maybe I took it a little
It's just
too
like
far.
the extreme, dude.
Maybe there's other questions. Let's see where it goes.
Another Green Lantern member with Kryptonian powers. Wait, was it specifically a Green Lantern or any lantern?
It was specifically a Green Lantern.
Oh, okay, shit. I got nothing.
It was Janelle, one of the first Green Lanterns,
Oh.
and made her first appearance in Green Lanterns number 8 as a silhouette and
You
number
said that
28
name,
as
but I
the
just couldn't
full
remember the name.
appearance.
With the last name was L?
Al, A-L,
Oh, A-L, okay.
John Al, I guess. Jan Al. Oh, like Janelle. I get it now. Okay, next question.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
Okay. Don't forget to delete I think I did General DC too, right?
You did.
Okay, so I will then do Lantern's Light for 2.
All right, and that question is often pointed out as something different from other sectors. Earth has a multitude of heroes assigned there. We were eventually given an answer as to why. As it turns out, Earth is what is called a crux world, designated as the crux of heroes. Mogo himself is another. Crux worlds are crucial to the DC Omniverse. How many crux worlds are there?
God damn it. uh, Okay. Am I allowed to like say? I just want to make sure you saw that we buzzed.
Oh, yes. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rob. What is your...
I'm going to say 6.
No. Brandon, what is your answer?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna guess 52.
Nope.
It's not that
Glenn,
many.
take a stab in the dark.
4.
That's your favorite number to guess, isn't it? 1 out of 3 isn't bad, I suppose. The actual answer is, Rob was very close, 7.
7.
Though no others but Earth and Mogo have ever been named or given a designation.
Well, there's Earth,
And Mogo.
Mogo, Ranks, Odin, Okara, the planet in Sector 666 that Atrocitus is
Oh.
from. And I wasn't sure if Oa was or not. That's why I said 6.
Damn. Dude
Yeah.
named him. Now that was a fucking actually. And I don't feel so bad about asking for the names of the first 7 lanterns now. I said 5 out of 7. You just did 6 out of 7.
Yeah, but those are
Okay.
planets. so much easier.
All right, that was question number 2. Rob gets 5 points for that one.
I didn't get it right though.
Oh, wait. No, you didn't get it right. So you don't get 5 points. Take that away from you.
If
You're
you want to
just
give me
taking
5 points, I'll
You
take
just
it.
sit there, you thief. All right.
I took it away from you. Wait.
That was Lantern Lights number 2, but it was
Yeah.
also 2 questions wrong in a row. Glenn, what is our next question?
Superman for 1.
Superman, question number 1. A little bit of a deep cut here as well. Filing lawsuits to protect property is far from strange within the comics industry. Sometimes it's a necessity. DC Comics once filed suit against a company for using their property, but it wasn't for a character they publish. It was for something else. It was for use of the word kryptonite. What kind of company was it that they sued? Glenn.
Just because I know it was a toy company.
I'm sorry, one more time, please.
A toy company?
A toy company. No, actually, the toy company got the precedence from this original lawsuit as used by a lock manufacturer to describe their locks. All right, what is our... Wait, that was number 1. All right, what is our next question, Glenn?
General DC 6.
General DC 6. That question is, Crisis on Infinite Earths erase the multiverse and many characters' origins, and sometimes even the characters themselves. In one such case, Wonder Woman's origin changed so much that she didn't even appear until after the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths. What other major character was drastically affected by this decision for Diana? I'm sorry. What major legacy character was drastically affected by this decision for Diana? Brandon buzzes in.
I say Donna Troy.
Donna Troy, originally Wonder Woman in her youth, she became a young girl Diana saved from a fire, only to have it changed once again after Diana's origins were altered from
It
Crisis.
was like a magic mirror or some shit.
It was a bummer having it happen is what it was. All right.
Now I need to be on my guard because I was expecting that to be a lot more complicated than I thought it would be.
Well, I wasn't really sure what you meant
Actually
by like
does.
major character. The legacy character helped clarify it a little bit because like
Yeah.
pretty much every character in the Wonder Woman mythos was updated and altered by Crisis.
That's why I corrected myself. All right, so Brandon, you got that one right. Let's go ahead and get another question from you.
Let's do Go Titans 8.
Go Titans 8.
Reset
This
the buzzer.
is
Reset the buzzer.
this is worth 10 points. I'm sorry, guys.
That works.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
The original version of Titans East appeared in Titans Tomorrow, a storyline where the Titans meet their older villainous selves in the future. This team consisted of 7 members, led
Wait.
by Cyborg.
Oh wait, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't.
This
Because
team
I thought you were talking about
consisted-
Titans West at first. I was like, that's not right. Anyway, keep going.
He's actualing the question. I haven't even finished it yet.
Because I know the arc you're talking about.
The original version of Titans East appeared in Titans Tomorrow, a storyline where the Teen Titans meet their older villainous selves in the future. This team consisted of 7 members, led by Cyborg and Bumblebee. Who are the remaining 5 members of this team?
Oh, what the fuck?
Jeez.
Do I have to name all 5?
Given the degree of difficulty this quiz of seems to have been, let's go with 4 out of 5.
Okay. Oh God. Wasn't no, not Batgirl. I think one of them was.
Let's go with
Dove?
3 out of 5.
I thought I knew, but
One of those are who?
I thought one of them was Dove. And Harlequin, I think. Or is it No, is it Joker's daughter? Harlequin or Joker's daughter, whichever name works. I don't remember. I know that arc. I know it well, but I for the life of me, I can't for that team.
Or there's a chance you're perhaps mixing up media. Does anybody else wish to hazard a guess? Rob is buzzed in.
I have like one pair of characters on my mind, but again, I don't know if this is the right team. Mazzy Menos?
No.
No,
No,
okay.
'cause
You
this
are
is-
definitely thinking of Teen
Wrong.
Titans Go.
Yeah, no, this is from the 2003 run. I know that. The arc is Titans of Tomorrow, where they go to the future and they meet the evil dictator versions of themselves. But I just, is what, I don't know. I'm not getting the point, but is one of them Flame Bird?
Yes.
Okay.
Who is Batwoman?
Wait, who is Batwoman? Or
Flamebird.
Flamebird's not Bat. She's not
Hey,
Batwoman,
gang.
is she?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Was speed it along and ruin it for you and tell you the
Okay,
remaining
yeah.
members: Captain Marvel, Freddie Freeman, Flash Bart Allen, Ravager Rose Wilson, and Tara Markov.
Okay, that's a little unfair because Bart Allen was technically a double crosser in that story. He was still part of the Titans East team. Or, sorry, not the Titans. He was still part of like the Titans West team, but they didn't know he was secretly working for Cyborg on the East Coast. So,
Well, that's why I went with 4 out of 5 originally, and then I dropped it down to 3.
because I would have said Bart Allen, but I thought that would have whatever. It's fine. Whatever.
All right. All right. So our next question is, Brandon.
Well, now that I'm embarrassing myself, let's keep with the Titans and go for Titans 1.
Titans number 1. Go Titans. One of the Titans' more famous villains actually has a statue built in Titan's Tower. Who is this character? Glenn.
I'm gonna take a guess. Deathstroke.
No. No, unfortunately, that is not it. Does anybody else wish to hazard a guess? Brandon and then Rob. Brandon, what is your answer?
I can think of two possible answers, but in terms of villainy, maybe this one might be better. Jericho?
No, that is incorrect. Rob, you've also buzzed in. What is your answer?
This might be like a iffy one, but Tara?
It is Tara.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah, that would have been the other guess.
I wasn't sure if she technically counted as a Teen Titans villain, but at the same time,
She's a villain
yeah.
in a really gross situation.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. Well, that leaves you with the question choice.
I feel better. I took a Titans question from Brandon now, so
Going back to
redeem myself.
Lantern?
Let's go.
Well, you
Lantern.
technically took the Scott Lobdell question, so
That's true. So okay, so it's fair. I think we're 2-2 now. So let's give you a chance to get back at me. Lantern lights for 9.
Lantern lights for 9. This lantern was chosen by the ring only after 2 opposing rings fused together. Which lantern is this?
Oh,
Brandon.
damn it! Oh, stop second guessing yourself, Rob.
is it? Is it? I'm gonna fuck it up, so Rob will probably get it. Is it 2 separate? Is it Baz?
It is Simon Baz,
Damn it.
appearing in Green
I do
Lantern
remember
number
that.
0,
Ah.
2012.
See, it's because you said
Justice has been
opposing rings?
restored.
Like, wait, opposing. Does that make sense? Opposing.
Yeah.
That's what made me second guess myself.
Because it was.
Well,
Hal
it
and
was
Sinestro,
Hal
right?
and Sinestro.
Yeah, it was Hal and Sinestro's ring, which were technically the same ring, but because they
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
two
about it.
rings.
Oh.
I know. Well, yeah, because Sinestro gave Hal that ring, but it was kind
yeah,
of
he used the rings programming to duplicate itself.
and then they both died in that.
They both got
Animal?
absorbed into the Book of the Black, so they were technically
Right.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's more like
Oh.
Hal's ring returning to its source ring, basically.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon. Well, that leaves it with your choice now, I do believe.
Let's do Go Titans 9. So Rob can steal this one from
Okay, Josh, reset that buzzer. I need to get them.
Go Titans question number 9. This member of the Titans could be called the Black Widow by their snarkier teammates, as they have lost 2 spouses to violence. Which character is this?
Ooh.
What?
That was a. I get it, but that was a weirdly phrased question. It took a second. To
Oh
understand.
wait, I think spouse. I mean, I don't know.
2 spouses to violence.
Okay. I'm gonna say Garth, but I don't know if that's right.
That is not right. Rob, your guess now?
It feels odd because she's been the answer so many times in this quiz, but I'm gonna say Donna Troy.
That is incorrect as well. It is Starfire. She first, her first husband, Prince Karas, was murdered in New Titans Annual number 6 in 1990, and her second husband, one she actually loved, Faizan, the Final Night Prologue number 1 in 1996.
I didn't know she was ever married.
I told you I didn't know the '90s Titans shit.
There's only one. All right. That was Go Titans number 9. Brandon, that was incorrect, but you do get to choose the next question. What is that question?
Let's finish it off. Go Titans 4.
Go Titans 4. Sounds like he's assuming he's getting this one right.
Oh,
This
well,
this
also,
one
we're done
time.
with, I think you have to delete number 1 because we finished that one.
Oh, did I already do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I sure did do that. My bad. All right, number 4. This one-time leader of the Titans was once a member of a cult that focused on someone with very close ties to them. Who is this character?
Wait, sorry. Can you say the question again?
Sure. This one-time leader of the Titans was once a member of a cult that focused on someone with very close ties to that leader. Who is this character?
The phrasing of this question is just throwing. Can you say it one more time? It's like I'm not understanding it at all.
Once upon a time, there was a leader of the Titans.
Okay.
And that leader of the Titans was a member of a cult that focused on someone that had very close ties to that leader of the Titans. Who is that leader of the Titans? Rob is guest. Followed by Brandon.
I can't come up with any of the backstory here, but I'm going to stab a guess and say Roy Harper.
Nope, not Roy Harper. Brandon?
I'm gonna say Raven.
That is also incorrect. It was Wonder Girl, Cassie Sandsmark. She was in a relationship for quite a while with Connor Kent, of which the cult of Connor Kent was quite a thing for a little while.
I haven't read 52 in a very long time, so I completely forgot about that.
All right. Well, that's 2 in a row that was wrong, if I'm not wrong myself. Rob, would you choose our next question for us?
All right, let's do
Less than half of the board now.
Super Fam for 10.
Super Fam for 10. Supergirl has had a few different interpretations over the years, including some variations of her origin. In one particular retelling, Kara Zor-El crash lands in Gotham Harbor. She's eventually abducted by Darkseid to lead his female Furies. Prior to that, but after being saved by Batman, she was abducted by another group of people. Who? Brandon?
The Amazons.
Yep.
That is correct.
Shit, that's right.
Yep, you are right, sir. That was Super Fam number 10. And then Brandon gets to make another choice.
Let's do Super Fam 3.
Super Fam number 3. We all know kryptonite. It's the most famous alien element in the world. It seems like it's been around forever. And so does Superman. Which medium did Superman first encounter kryptonite? Newspaper strips, comics, radio, film serials, movies, or TV?
I would have buzzed, but
You didn't reset it.
we didn't reset it.
Oh. Well, shit. I looked over and Glenn got it. Glenn, I apologize, but you get that answer by default.
No, he said before I buzzed, so go ahead and let him answer.
It's the cereal.
It is actually not the cereal.
Oh, well then.
Your options again are newspaper strips, comics, radio, film serials, movies, or TV.
I mean, radio. Well, okay, never mind.
You fucked up. You
Yeah.
fucked up.
I
You
fucked up.
fucked up.
I'm gonna go. Man, I want to say it's newspaper. I'm gonna go radio.
Radio it is,
I
sir.
mean, when I said cereal, I meant radio cereal. That's what they were called, I believe. It's fine.
You gotta listen to the choices, my man.
No, I know, but I just said radio.
Radio cereals.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. What is our next question? Well, Brandon fumes at himself.
Superman
Yes.
2.
Superman number 2. Once a storyline was introduced that showed that the name Superman. Brandon bounced again.
Yeah, he like shared something, and I think he might have accidentally clicked something.
Oh. Cereal, radio, and television. He had to, actually. Tell him get back into the.
He might be backstage.
I'm looking at it right now. Brandon? Uh-oh. You there, buddy?
Oh.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh shoot! His computer died.
No.
He's plugging it in now, so he should be back in a minute.
All right, fantastic. Well, I tell you what, guys, it has been a hell of a quiz, and I have turned up the difficulty a little bit too much. And I promise the next time that I get us together and do this, I'll find a middle ground in between last time and this time.
Please do.
Found that perhaps these questions that I thought were deep cuts, but not too deep of a cut, may have been really, really deep cuts. So
Yeah,
I'll
these
make
are
it a
super
little
deep.
easier.
Super
These
deep.
are super deep cuts.
These are the hidden tracks on the B-sides.
Yeah.
There are some more. Hopefully, these last few are a little easier. Maybe you just picked the hardest ones right off the bat.
Could be.
I heard the beep beep, and the man is
Sorry about that. My computer died.
back. We heard that's a horrible story. All right. I believe we left off with Superfam question number 2.
Hey, reset the buzzer.
Man, I really appreciate you guys. Once, a storyline was introduced that showed that the name Superman was as old as creation. Seen as recent as 2010, a weapon that had been floating through space emblazoned with the words Superman S and granted Superman near omnipotent power. What sort of weapon was it?
The ultimate nullifier.
Once in a storyline, it was introduced that Superman's name been around forever. Seen as recent as 2010, this weapon had been floating through space with the words Superman S written on it. Superman grabbed it, he was granted near omnipotent power. What sort of weapon is it?
Okay, when you say sort of weapon, are you looking for a specific name or just what the weapon is?
Well, yeah, like the like
name.
what the weapon is. Yeah. What sort of weapon is it?
Oh,
Rob, you have buzzed in.
was it a sword?
It was a sword. It was the sword of Superman, first appearing in Superman Annual number 10 in 1984, next appearing in Superman Batman number 82 in 2010.
I don't know why it seemed like vaguely familiar to me.
Probably seen the cover of that annual somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that the Gil Kane annual?
Oh,
I don't know.
think it might be. He's like, yeah.
Just got to double check. It's gonna drive me crazy. Well, I can't say whether he drew the issue, but no, the cover was Eduardo Barreto. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
So, flash fact for you: when it comes to weapons floating through space aimlessly and endlessly, 9 times out of 10, it's a sword.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No, it was not Gil Kane. It was another famous DC name, Kurt Swan.
Oh, okay.
And that's a flash fact.
That's a flash fact. All right.
All right. That was Super Fam question number 2. But Rob was able to answer that one. Rob, what is our next question?
First reset the buzzer. Just want to say. I feel bad, but I just want to make sure
reset.
we don't have any issues.
Don't feel bad. I
That'll be the
constantly need to be
background
reminded of
producer.
everything. It's bane of my existence.
Yeah, let's go DC General for 9.
The Legion of Superheroes was founded by 3 members using the money they received from R.J. Brand after saving that billionaire's life twice. Who were these 3 founding members?
Damn it.
Brandon?
Cosmic Boy, Lightning Lad, and Saturn Girl.
That is correct. You have won the opportunity to choose the next question.
Let's go General DC 8.
General DC 8. This one is worth 10 points.
Reset the buzzer.
This guy thinks I've got 3 mice going. I mean, legend has it that Wolfman's original idea for what the DC main universe isn't what ended up in the main product after Crisis on Infinite Earths. While Crisis on Infinite Earths number 1 came out in April 1985, Wolfman wasn't able to explore his ideas until 4 years later in a one-shot, Legends of the DC Universe, Crisis on Infinite Earths. On which Earth did this story take place? Go ahead, Brandon.
2?
Earth 2? No.
Yeah.
No.
I know it didn't
not
exist
appear on
anymore,
Earth
but
2.
I'm just like, I don't know. Fuck it.
Would anybody else like to hazard a guess
See,
here?
that's what I'm confused about. So, was this stories that took place in the past?
Had to be. Because there was
Had
no
to be.
multiverse.
There
Yeah.
was only one universe at the time.
Mm.
Right. So that
Prime.
this Earth that it took place on was it took the place of what our Earth was. This is what Wolfman wanted the DC main universe to look like. He wanted this to be our Earth. this was referred to as a different planet.
Glenn, I think you said
Earth Prime.
No, it is not Earth Prime.
Earth Prime. Uh,
Wait, well, actually, I mean, technically that is correct.
Earth 51, right?
No, that's not correct. Technically, Glenn, you are correct. It would have been the Prime Earth or Earth Prime. In the issue, it was referred to as Earth D. So that one may have been what I thought was the toughest question on the board. Maybe not.
I mean, it was confusing.
Still very tough.
All right. Brandon, I believe. Or wait, yeah.
Glenn.
Brandon?
Glenn,
Glenn.
right? Yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah, you got that one.
Superman 8.
All right. Super fam question number 8.
You set the buzzer.
Aha. John Byrne has been a divisive creator for quite some time. In the late 80s, Byrne famously wrote a controversial action comic story that featured Mr. Miracle. Who else was the main character in that comic? And what was the now infamous plot?
I buzzed too soon.
Glenn?
I know you got this one.
I buzzed too soon, but it was Big Barter and it was a porno movie.
That is correct. I will forever love that piece of trivia. It's like, you want to know when comics were bad?
You want me to go ahead and pick?
And yes, please, if you would mind.
We'll go ahead and finish out Superman. At least I got one question right.
You've gotten more than one question, right?
Not in the Superman category.
Oh. All right, we're going to close that out with Superman number 6, originally debuting in Smallville.
Buzzer.
This buzzer. Thank you. Originally debuting in Smallville, this form of kryptonite later made its way into comics. It affects separate the good and bad halves of a Kryptonian. What color kryptonite is this?
Oh.
Rob.
Was it diamond?
It was not diamond. Brandon, what is your guess?
Silver.
Incorrect. Glenn, what would you like to stab at here?
I have not watched Smallville, so
Oh,
Rainbow.
it's made its not rainbow. It was black, and that occurred in Supergirl number 2 in 2005. All right, Glenn, what is your next
question? Black Kryptonite in Smallville, because that would have been season 6, I think, when Bizarro showed up.
I don't know. In the comics, it separates the good halves and the bad half of the Kryptonian.
Yeah.
Splits them down the middle.
I thought Black Kryptonite killed the Kryptonian instantly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that's what it did.
Retcons.
Right.
If that's a retcon. But regardless, go ahead, Glenn, pick the next question.
We have one category left and my favorite number. So let's go 4.
Let's go for indeed. This grant. Excuse me. Messed that button. Press up. This Green Lantern is a one-of-a-kind being and was once a controversial subject on Oa. Their presence can only be detected by the Guardians, and they can enter the minds of their enemies and attack them from within. Furthermore, This lantern wasn't so much born or created as they were discovered. What is the name of this unique being?
Oh, man, I don't know how to pronounce it. If I'm following your drift here, I think it's the one that's based on radio waves or energy waves of some kind. I don't want to say it's Zizix or something along those lines. There's a Z, a Y, and
I
an X in there somewhere.
I'm going to give that to you because of the name. I would have been like hella impressed had you got that. Its name is the Kurtizzi RRR.
Okay, I knew there was a Y and X and a Z in there somewhere.
That was in Green Lantern number 188 from 1985.
But I'm right that it's like radio waves or something, right?
He's actually a mathematical equation.
Oh, that's that. Oh, okay.
You're thinking of the what is it? Like it's like those radio beings that Flash
Yeah, it was
raced
in-
one time.
But it was all. I think they were also in Green Lantern Annual from Graham Morrison.
Yeah, the Green Lantern Annual.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought one of those was.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about the math equation. I wouldn't give that to me. I was way off. Gonna be honest here.
I mean, you had a number of the letters there, right?
Yeah.
You knew it was
Yes.
the messed up name.
Yeah.
That was what I was going for. And now I need the next question.
Okay. You reset the buzzer before I do.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you. Let's just go in order then. Number 5.
We all know that typically a lantern's ring needs to have a power battery behind it. There has been one major exception to this rule in a lantern ring that not only didn't need a battery, but didn't need the battery because it was directly tied into the entire emotional spectrum. Which ring is this? Rob.
Phantom Ring.
The Phantom Ring, it is indeed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And whoa. All right. So 5 is off the board, and I guess that means we're gonna go with question number 6. Everyone knows that the Guardians of Oa see themselves. Wait. Oh well, shit. We've already done 6. Never mind.
We did? Oh,
Yep.
shit. Oh, hey, buzzer.
Down to the last two.
Last 2. Every Green Lantern fan is familiar with Green Lanterns Gone Bad. We're looking at you, Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
There was another Green Lantern assigned over his 3-planet star system that waged war and ruled with an iron fist and even had a harem. He was eventually taken down when a member of that harem stole and indeed swallowed his power ring. She was later murdered, but her will brought her back with the ring in her stomach. And it set the corpses of all of the brutal Green Lantern's victims to kill him. What was this Green Lantern's name?
Satan.
Or what was this Green Lantern's name or the name of the star system that the Green Lantern was over? Nobody's buzzing in.
I got
I'll take a
nothing.
guess on the star system Orion's belt.
I'll say Vega.
Nope. It was the Green Lantern's name, who was incredibly brutal and quite the warlord, was Arya of the Agri-Somnia star sector. It was never given a number designation. Green Lantern Corps Quarterly number 7 was its first appearance in 1994.
I've really got to read Geo Quarterly.
I guess so.
All right, so
Ask me a Jack T. Chan's question. I got you because I at least read that story the first one.
But based
Or,
on these questions, I haven't been reading DC at all.
Your guys' knowledge intimidates me here, so I tried to turn it up. I'll turn it down a little bit next time, I promise. And that leads us to the very last question. All buzzers are reset. This Green Lantern's first appearance actually occurred in an Elseworlds slash what if kind of scenario in the Green Lantern books. Which Green Lantern character debuted this way?
I was thinking you'd give us a little more information.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess.
Brandon, go ahead and guess.
Bat Lantern.
Okay, I will reset this and just so I specify this. This popular Green Lantern's first appearance actually occurred in an Elseworlds what if kind of scenario in the Green Lantern books. Which Green Lantern character debuted this way? It's a major Green Lantern character.
Green Lantern character.
Brandon.
Joe Mullane.
No, not Joe Mullane. Nope, was not Joe Mullane.
I mean, can you define Elseworlds? Are we talking about like it's
In-
another Earth?
What I
Or-
mean, like Elseworlds slash what if kind of situation, like a what if kind of situation,
Okay.
like
Oh,
Oh, he's got it.
Guy
Rob.
Gardner.
It is Guy Gardner. He appeared in Green Lantern number 59, 1968, as what the world would look like without Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
Guy Gardner was the Green Lantern that they showed him.
That's
if
kind of a purposely
Abinsur's-
misleading question, but I
If
suppose that makes it
Abinsur's
all the more
ship
fair.
crash landed like 15 miles east or something, and it was closer to Guy Gardner's, what the world would be like if Guy got the ring instead of Hal, and it ended up that the world was worse off.
Ouch.
Yeah, like all the villains basically killed him for his first year.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times for.
How'd we do?
How did you do? What an excellent question. So, Rob and Glenn, you were very close. Glenn, I think I turned up the heat on the Superman knowledge on you a little bit too hard. I will keep that in mind next time. You did pull last place. You had 20 points. Rob, you had second place with 30 points.
Oh,
And Brandon won.
with
I'm not proud of myself, but
65 points.
65. I fucking knew it. I was gonna say 70.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we consistently and constantly call him the librarian.
Yeah.
I tripped up on a few that I should have gotten. I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah,
I'll do better next time.
You tripped up on a few when you fucking beat both mine and Glenn's scores combined.
It's not about, who beat who. It's about how I feel personally. I will only feel like I won if I know I did my best. It's like I gotta.
Maybe
get out
maybe
my
the
performance.
problem is here. Maybe we need Brandon to write the questions.
I don't think they would be as
I
hard
still
as,
won't
as
stand
the
a
questions
chance as
you wrote.
Glenn and Rob. Yeah. I'll do better next time. I promise.
Yeah.
But for now, this is it. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and watching. It was awesome. We have a lot of fun. Love it when you guys swing by and watch. And keep it cool out there, guys.
Yeah, it's been fun. Next time, we do my other quiz idea, which is beat the geek, and Brandon's the geek.
Oh boy.
And we have to
Excellent.
beat Brandon.
No.
All right. Well, remember, everybody, in the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. In the Geek Matrix, you are not alone. Now get the hell out of here.